So Celtic have a big week ahead of them as we take on Rangers in the League Cup final this Sunday. In today's video, we will go over the mega boost we have been handed ahead of that final, whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Kasper Schmeichel has made it clear that his immediate focus lies solely on helping Celtic secure silverware as speculation about his long-term future continues. The veteran goalkeeper, who signed a one-year deal with an option for an additional 12 months, is leaving any contract decisions in the hands of Brendan Rodgers and the club hierarchy for now. As Celtic prepare for a League Cup final clash against Rangers at Hampden Park, Schmeichel's priority is securing his first trophy in Scottish football, rather than thinking about where he'll be next season. When asked about his future plans and whether Celtic's option to extend his contract was on his mind, Schmeichel provided a clear and concise response. Next game. With the experience I have, the one thing experience has really taught me is to never take anything for granted. Take every single day as it comes. Enjoy every single game that you get to play. And then we take it from there. At the moment, it's not even on my radar. The most important thing is winning on Sunday now. A former Premier League winner and an FA Cup champion with Leicester City, Schmeichel knows how fleeting opportunities for silverware can be, and his attention is firmly fixed on the immediate challenges facing Celtic. Schmeichel's experience in big matches is invaluable to Celtic, especially heading into a heated cup final against their fiercest rivals. His leadership and composure at the back have already proven crucial, with a series of standout performances that helped the Hoops maintain their domestic dominance and European resilience. The goalkeeper was named man of the match for his display against Hibernian last weekend. In other news, Rangers are sweating over the fitness of John Souttar and Hamza Igmane after the pair picked up knocks in their 1-1 draw with Tottenham on Thursday night. With the League Cup final against Celtic looming this weekend, the potential absence of two key players would be a significant blow to Philippe Clement's side. The clash with Spurs, somehow hyped up as the Battle of Britain despite it being 11th in England versus 3rd in Scotland, proved to be a tough test for the visitors. Despite probably being the better side, Clement's men settled for a draw after taking the league only for Postecoglou's side to find the back of the net and push for another in the last 15. John Souttar was forced off midway through the first half after sustaining a knock. The Scotland international has been a key figure in the Rangers' defence, and his potential absence leaves a gaping hole in their backline. It will likely see Propper and Balogun start at Hampden, if Souttar is ruled out. Adding to the woes, Hamza Igmane, who scored Rangers' goal against Spurs, also appeared to be in discomfort. The forward was substituted with 10 minutes remaining, sparking fears from the Ibrox camp that he too could miss out on the final. Igmane has been a bright spot for Rangers this season, offering pace, the ability to run at a man, and an eye for goal. Speaking after the match, Philippe Clement acknowledged the uncertainty surrounding the injuries, admitting that the full extent of the damage was still unknown. "I cannot say anything for the moment, it's too close after the game. I wish I could because that would ease my mind towards tomorrow, but it's not the case. We will see in the next 2 days how it is with them." While Rangers grapple with injury concerns, Brendan Rodgers' Celtic side comes into the final in fine form results-wise and relatively free of major injuries. The Hoops are riding a 30-game domestic unbeaten streak and will look to exploit any weaknesses in the Rangers lineup, with both clubs locked on 118 trophies each. Sunday's clash at Hampden Park carries even more weight. The League Cup final offers an opportunity for either side to claim early season silverware and bragging rights in Scottish football's fiercest rivalry. In other news, former Celtic goalkeeper Fraser Forster rolled back the years to secure a 1-1 draw for Tottenham Hotspur at Ibrox tonight. Forster, who played for Celtic over 2 spells, winning 4 league titles, 2 Scottish Cups, and a League Cup in his time at the club, started at Ibrox due to an injury to Spurs number 1 Guglielmo Vicario. At 36 years old, Forster is certainly in the twilight of his career. However, he is still very much capable of big saves in big moments, something he did for Celtic so often. With 5 saves against the Rangers tonight, 1 save late in the game will rightly earn Forster plaudits, keeping out Cyril Dessers late in the game. It is a save that Forster has no right to make in keeping the game level in the 84th minute, with the Englishman moving one way and the ball the other. Forster earned Spurs a draw in a game where he had to show exactly how sharp he still is at this stage of his career. Playing Rangers brings out the best in the Englishman, and 1v1 he is a class above, having proven himself so much. It will be a save that Celtic supporters have seen so often from Forster, and Spurs are certainly lucky to have him. If not for his performance tonight against the Rangers, it may have been a different result. In other news, as the January transfer window draws closer, Celtic are reportedly among the clubs keeping a keen eye on Ajax midfielder Benjamin Tahirovic, according to Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio. The 21-year-old Bosnia and Herzegovina international, who is currently struggling for game time in Amsterdam, could be on the move this winter, with a host of clubs expressing interest in securing his services. Tahirovic joined Ajax from AS Roma during the summer transfer window for a fee of around €7.5 million. However, his time in the Eredivisie has not gone as planned, with the midfielder finding himself on the fringes of the first team. To date, he has made just 2 competitive appearances this season, a frustrating scenario for a player who, last term, was regarded as a rising talent. Celtic are not alone in their pursuit of Tahirovic. Lazio and Fiorentina are both reported to be interested in bringing him back to Italy, where he previously impressed during his time with Roma. The appeal of returning to Serie A could be strong for Tahirovic, especially given the competitive nature of Italian football and the familiarity of the environment. Additionally, Greek side PAOK Thessaloniki are also monitoring his situation closely. This means Celtic may need to present a compelling case to convince the midfielder that a move to Scotland is the right step for his career. Celtic's interest in Tahirovic comes as Brendan Rodgers looks to strengthen his midfield options. The Hoops have enjoyed strong performances this season, but the manager has frequently stressed the need for squad depth and competition, especially with fixtures piling up across the Scottish Premiership, Scottish League Cup, and Champions League. With players like Callum McGregor, Paulo Bernardo, Reo Hatate, Luke McCowan, and Arne Engels vying for midfield spots, adding Tahirovic could provide Rodgers with another dynamic option in the middle of the park. Lastly, former Celtic manager Gordon Strachan has given his thoughts ahead of the Scottish League Cup final showdown between Celtic and Rangers at Hampden Park this Sunday. In an interview with Gambling Zone, Strachan named Brendan Rodgers' in-form Celtic side as favourites, but warned that the unique conditions at Hampden could play into Rangers' hands. Strachan, who has extensive experience of Hampden Park through his time at Celtic and the national team, noted how the venue's layout and unpredictable weather conditions can impact gameplay. It's always a concern, no matter who you play. I've played in cup finals myself. You're always thinking in the back of your mind, we can lose this. We can lose this for whatever reason, because strange things happen in cup ties. We've seen it happen before. Strange things they really are. Conditions can make a difference. You've seen Aberdeen try to play Celtic on Wednesday. Conditions were horrendous. For all your plans on how you try and play football, the conditions are horrendous. Celtic Park is so enclosed that hardly any wind gets in, but Hampden does a different thing altogether. It's put back, there's wind swirling about all over the place, there's all kinds of things that can happen. Celtic must be favourites because they're playing really well, but from the Rangers' point of view, I think if you'd asked them both a month ago, nah, I'm not really looking forward to it. But I think they are looking forward now. Celtic have been in dominant form, extending their lead at the top of the Scottish Premiership and showing resilience and quality in their recent matches. Rangers have dropped needless points and scraped wins this season, while Celtic, for the most part, have put in some starring performances. This final carries significant weight for both clubs. Celtic are looking to continue their domestic dominance under Brendan Rodgers, while Rangers are desperate to retain the only trophy that Philippe Clement has won at Ibrox. Both sides are currently tied on 118 major trophies each, adding an extra layer of significance to Sunday's encounter. The opportunity to pull ahead in the historical honours list will undoubtedly fuel both sets of players and fans. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you,